Hey guys, it's been a while since I did a video, but here's the most recent project I've been working on. Uh, as some people might know, I picked up a two-door Crown Victoria from Texas about a year ago. Started making plans to put a 351 fuel-injected motor in it. Um, got most of the parts from a buddy of mine in Connecticut, and got a whole bunch of different parts from a whole bunch of different cars and a lot of online vendors. And so this is the somewhat finished project. I say somewhat finished because right now the transmission only has 2 speeds. Kind of died on the way home. Lost third and fourth. I think the direct clutch went bad. But what we have here is a 2-row fully aluminum radiator from radiatorexpress.com. It is a stock application for a police car. It has the smaller inlet on the upper hose, like the police cars do. So I had to run the police hose, obviously. The fan is a Flexolite, as is the shroud, which almost perfectly fits the radiator in its entirety. The measurements of the fan shroud say that they fit about an 18.5 to 19 by 28 inch radiator, which is approximately what this radiator is. So we got new power steering pump, new water pump, obviously. Replacement AC compressor because the one that was on the car was leaking at the seals here and here, so got a new one. We got new AC accumulator. Connector that's up here is for the wideband. We also have the tubular GT40 intake. This is off of a Lightning 351. The EGR spacer is a Lightning 351 with a BBK 70mm throttle body. Lower is also a Lightning 351 Windsor GT40 intake, bolted to Edelbrock Performer aluminum heads. Up on top we got powered by Ford valve covers. These are found on 81 to 85 Mustang GTs. This cap came off of a 3.8 liter Thunderbird CFI motor. And if you look inside, we have Scorpion 1.72 roller rockers. I had to knock out the baffling on there because it was hitting, and when I took the baffling out, I saw there was a lot of crap in there, and that would have been bad for the engine, so away it went. The block is from a 94, I want to say it was from an F-250. Might have been from a van. I don't know the exact details on its complete origin. I know that it came from, I got it from my buddy. He had it in his 2-door Crown Victoria, and for a time he had it running with a turbo, and things happened. He cracked a piston and some other things, and he decided to yank that out, and he put a Coyote motor in there. So I picked up the block and everything for cheap, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Logan. The oil pan also came from him. Got Got BBK 351 swap headers, Ford Racing plug wires, and this has a block mounted dipstick. I managed to find a dipstick for a 92 and up, a 351 Bronco, F-150, what have you, and it works perfectly with these headers. Just a little bit of bending required, and I had to cut a little bit off of the tube so the dipstick would read properly. But it fits, no issues, so that's good. As of right now, there's not really an exhaust on it. It has a Fox body H-pipe, and that's it. It's just got the oxygen sensor on the driver's side, plugging up the hole. On the passenger side, we have the wideband, which I've been using to data log. The car's kind of a mess, and I apologize for that. I was going to clean it right after I got everything up and running, and then the transmission decided to go. So that's how it's sitting right now. We got cool temperature sender for the gauge that's in there. Picked up a set of altimeters on Amazon. They're pretty cheap, but they seem to be working pretty well. And down there we got the oil pressure sender, same deal. Also got a voltmeter in there. I had to relocate the ignition coil just a little bit. The coil wire wouldn't actually reach, so it used to be mounted up here. I put it down a little bit. As you can see, got plenty of slack, which is good. This motor is definitely very torquey. Other things that I did was, in this relay box, we have wired up a high-speed fan and low-speed fan cooling relay and a timer relay to keep the fan on even after the AC compressor shuts off, just for a little added load absorption, I guess. I don't know if that would be the right term. The wash fluid reservoir came out of a 92 gram RK. The air box came out of an 04 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor, as did the air tube. It's just a cork in that hole over there, plugging up the tube, since that doesn't use that. So anywho, yeah, I guess you're tired of me talking. I'm sure I am. So we'll start the car up, and we'll show you what's going on. The car's already warmed up. I just want to plug that in real quick. So we got our gauges. Let's start her up. The mileage is correct. It's got the body's got about 90,000 miles on it. As you can see, we got great oil pressure, good voltage, temperature cooled down a little bit, which is good. We do have working AC. That rattling is the H-pipe flanges. There's not actually anything hooked up to them at the current time, which is why it's so loud. working on getting the fuel dialed in. The car inside is a mess. I'm sorry. Deal with it. I'll clean it when the car is done. But as you can see, right now as it's idling, we're at a good stoic reading, which is where it should be. Car's fully warmed up. It does drive, but like I said, it's only got first and second and reverse, and I don't want to push it any more than it's already been pushed. I do intend on putting another transmission in it, and then going from there. I kind of want to see what happened to the old transmission before I go putting another one in. But that's what I got for you guys. Sorry it was such a long-winded video, but there was a lot to talk about. Well, it's good talking to you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.